So it's funny. I keep forgetting to promote this, but for those that are interested in my content, you know, that's just me mostly talking about stuff that's going on in the world. Sometimes I have little tidbits of things that I think might help you guys. I have a Patreon. It's bornfree44. It's patreon.com/bornfree44. What is that? So that's my other place where a lot of my content can be found. I started it up because there were people that were expressing interest in supporting me in the work that I do. Again, this is primarily, like, I do this during my spare time. I have a full-time job. I mostly just want this to be a space where, you know, you can hear somebody who, you know, pays a lot of attention to news and politics and stuff, and I care about this stuff, and I share my thoughts. I give you the facts to the best of my ability, and I want it to be a connection space. And the Patreon page is meant to be a space to be a community place where people can get together and connect and talk about issues. Like, I have a private Discord page for the community. That's what you get at the first level. It's like $5.99 a month or something like that. Patreon doesn't let you go below like $5. And then the second tier gets you like early access to my content, plus like bonus content. I share some stuff for free for the public, some for people that joined up and they get it for free for the first 7 days. And then if you like it, you can stay and pay monthly. It's not a lot. It's like buying me a cup of coffee or a nice cup of coffee. I like that. I like coffee. It's just, you know, it's a way to show that you appreciate what I do and you want more of it. I'm trying to put some things together for people that want to have some information about how to survive under fascism and how to, you know, non-violently resist as our civic duty as Americans. We believe in our rights, and the best way to keep our rights is to invoke our rights. I believe in non-violence, and I prefer peaceful means of resistance, but I recognize that sometimes it's necessary for us to be disruptive. I'm not interested at all in allowing, like, I'm not going to comply in advance, and I don't think anybody should. We cannot allow these people to steal our rights and freedoms and destroy our democracy. So that's where I'm at with that. So that's what that's for. I try to give people resources where I can. It's easier to do that with like the YouTube videos that I put out, because that allows me to have like clickable links in the description. I'm trying to find a way to add more. Jesus. We are formally being targeted in America by the Trump organization. I just read a Ground News headline that Trump is declaring anti-fascist groups as domestic terrorists, which is completely insane, because if you're declaring anti-fascists as a domestic terrorist group, essentially you're telling people publicly that the American government is now a fully fascist government. That just happened. So that makes my little promotion here all the more important. I don't think that's even close to legal. That doesn't make any sense. We officially got an announcement that the Trump regime, or the Republican American Fascist Party, is admitting to the world today that they are fascists. And that, like, somehow it's illegal for us to resist, which is not. Hi, people that believe in the Second Amendment to resist tyranny. Let's see if we hear anything from those guys, especially on the right. who are going along with our oppression. I do not acknowledge anyone's right to oppress me. I understand that I have to operate within the bounds of the law. That can feel a little bit oppressive at times because of the restrictions and stuff on our freedoms. But I do not believe in that it's remotely acceptable for them to remove our rights and freedoms without resistance. I do not acknowledge that at all. So I guess I've just been declared, like, all good Americans are anti-fascists. Do you remember who the anti-fascists were during World War II that fought against the Yazis? That was us. That was my grandfather. Among, the other axis of evil, countries at the time. This is fucking wild, man. Anyway, this was supposed to be like an ad for my Patreon. So please consider signing up. There'll be a link in the description below. We need community. Man, this is it's been a really insane 8 months. And now this. Yeah, please join me on Patreon. And the other thing is, the reason why I set that up was because I was worried about what was going to happen with the other social media sites that I'm on. Like, I'm on Bluesky, I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and Substack, and Instagram, and Facebook. I don't give out my Facebook here. It's just a pain in the neck to try to add friends on there, and there's been too many bots, or there's too many people that are aligned with the Republican Party that are that sneak in, and then they harass people and harass me. So that's insane, man. Targeting American citizens that just want to live and breathe free, that just want a better life for all of us, and somehow we're the enemy of the state, when the state is the enemy of the people at this point. Understand this. The Republican Party is the American Fascist Party. They are an enemy to all of us, and they're declaring us the enemy, like we did something wrong, when we just are sick and tired of these people that are the biggest batch of corrupt criminals that I have ever seen. Trump himself has such a long list of crimes that he's been involved in, and then his cabinet is full of criminals, people that have had sexual assault allegations. So many of them, I don't know how many of them are in the Epstein files, but sure, if Carolyn Levitt had to tell him back in May he's all over the Epstein files, and they put 1,000 FBI agents on combing through 100,000 pages of documents and finding his name and redacting it. It's not a good sign. And Kash Patel is fully engaged in a cover-up. He cannot handle being in front of Congress in committee and being asked questions. He's not doing well. And Dan Bongino, where is he at in all this? These guys are they were podcasters. Pete Hegseth was a Fox News host. I've never seen such an unqualified cabinet of weirdos. It's so many of them are from podcasts or Fox News. This is unserious. This is what fascism is in America. It's dumb, and they are overreaching, and they are getting more and more desperate. So I guess we'll see them in court. Freedom of speech. We have a right to resist fascism. We have a right to label fascism. Anyway, check out my Patreon for more content. Check out the links in my description if you want to follow me on my other socials. I don't know, pick what you want, because there's a lot of overlap. I do try to do bonus content every so often on my Patreon. I don't have a big community. There's literally a couple paid subscribers at the moment. I'm trying to grow that. It's relatively new. I know times are tough, so not everybody wants to pitch money to random guys on the internet that are just trying to put out the kind of content that I do. I'm not trying to beg for money or anything. I'm just saying, if you appreciate what I do and you want to see me do more, please consider signing up. And buy me a cup of coffee every once in a while. If not, no hard feelings. If you want to bail after the free week, that's cool too. No big deal. And on my YouTube, that's Born Free or Die Fighting. I'll drop that link too. You can subscribe to that. That's free content, whatever's listed there for the public. I do a lot of duplicate stuff there. Sometimes I might shorten those videos up a little bit when I have more time to edit. I don't always have time to edit. Trying to mix up with the shorts content and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm not great at promos. I don't like to do promos, but I guess I should if I want people to check my stuff out. But I don't know. If you like my content, if you appreciate my perspective, please join the conversation. I appreciate that, and I want it to be a positive, constructive space for people to connect and feel safe. I don't allow any nonsense on my Patreon from hateful, terrible people that want to just tear us all apart. Not interested. That's one of the reasons why I like the Patreon, because that's not allowed on there. I don't allow it, and I don't see anything wrong with that. People need a place away from toxic behavior, so that's that. All right, take care, guys. See you later. Join the conversation. Join my Patreon. Please consider, and hit all the buttons. Thanks.